Alright, in today's video I'm going to show you how to mount the Fanatec handbrake to a Playseat challenge and also the Thrustmaster TH8A shifter to a Playseat challenge. Let's talk about the handbrake first. So what you need to do first of all is buy some parts. So you're going to need to go to your hardware store and pick up a piece of 12 gauge steel, at least 12 gauge, at about a 90-degree angle. I bent mine slightly to get it straight up and down on the frame just because of the way my bolts lined up, but roughly 90-degree angle. This one was nice, it came powder coated black already, which was kind of handy. I'm going to buy a couple 1/4 inch screws, a 1/4 inch thread by about 1/2 inch length, maybe slightly shorter, and then to bolt it to the frame, which is where these go, I got 1/4 inch thread by 1.5 inch length, and those will go right in the frame. And then so you want to pick up a couple other things as well. I have a lock washer and then a regular washer. So you put the lock washer on, the regular washer on, and then you're going to thread it through the frame. I'll show you this later. And then another washer and a bolt to secure it on there. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take off these 3 Allen screws right here. So once you get those off, you can then pop this cover off. And as you can see, there's a bolt there and a bolt there holding this in place. It's the same on this side, but it comes pre-drilled with these holes existing already. So basically you just need to make sure you get a plate that's about 3 inches. 3 inches by 2 inches at least, or maybe I would say 3 inches by 3 inches to be safe. So yeah, so then you're just gonna take your 1/4 inch drill and then drill 2 holes into your steel plate that line up with the corresponding 2 holes that already exist. And then you take your screws and your bolts, screw it in, and then boom, it's good to go. So the tools that you need in order to do this are 2.5 inch, or what is this one? 2.5 millimeter Allen, 7/16 and 7/16 socket, 7/16 punch and a 7/16 socket. That's just because my bolt head and nut are 7/16. And then you need a 1/4 inch screw to drill, because you need to drill the holes in this steel frame, 4 holes, and you need to drill 2 holes in your Playseat challenge. Alright, and then for the TH8A mounting, you need the same 2 7/16. You obviously need the drill, and you just need a screwdriver. And for both, I recommend a ruler for various things. Especially if you're mounting the TH8A, when you're drilling into your steel plate, you're going to want to measure, say, okay, it's 4 centimeters center to center on those 2 holes. So then, with your TH8A shifter, I bought another piece of 12 gauge steel, and I drilled 2 holes, and I just measured 4 centimeters center to center. You can see I was slightly off at first, and I corrected it. And then that'll give you the ability to line that up perfectly. And then your screws should go right in these right there. Boom. So yeah, for the TH8A, I got a piece of 12 gauge. It was originally 90 degrees, and I bent it, so you need some way to bend it. I used a vice clamp over there. You need the exact same screws as the handbrake. You need 2 1/4 inch by 1.5 inch to go through the tubing on the Playseat Challenge. A couple washers, couple lock washers, couple nuts, and you're good to go. Alright, so now we get to the mounting part. Now, what you need to do here is drill 2 1/4 inch holes here and 2 1/4 inch holes here, depending on if you're mounting the shifter or the handbrake. As you can see, I already took this down to the garage and drilled these holes yesterday, so I'm just going to quickly show you how to do it. You're going to want to drill straight through, you know, at a perfect, you want to drill right through the middle. And then what I did is I took my plate in this case, and after I drilled through while holding this exactly where I wanted to be, just to mark the plate, and then I took it out and drilled the 2 holes separately. I did the same thing for this. I drilled it clean through the tubing first, then I put the plate where I wanted it, and then just pre-drilled a little bit into the steel, and then I took it down, put it in the vice clamp, and finished the job. So as far as the bending goes, you want to bend this piece so that it's at the perfect angle, so when this is sitting flush bolted in, that this part is level for your shifting, obviously, right? It makes sense. So I think it took me a few tries. I bent it, test fit it, looked at it, so it wasn't quite right, bent it a little more until I got it perfect. So yeah, once you have it drilled and you got your plate drilled, I just spray painted this black to match. You can do that if you want. If not, you can just leave it steel. So yeah, then you put your M6 bolts in the bottom right there, those 2 holes that you drilled. Ignore all these other holes. I didn't drill any of these. It came with these holes. This is for like building a house or something. So yeah, then you just take your bolts. You got your lock washer, standard washer. Drop it in there. Drop it in there. Like that. And that's it. And as you can see, it's not going anywhere. It literally moves the whole frame before it moves the shifter. Just connect your shifter, and that's done. Alright, on to the handbrake. So same thing, 2 1/4 inch drills. Tapped it, started it, drilled it out. Drop in your 1/4 inch by 1.5 inch bolts. And then that in. Alright, and there it is, solid as a rock. Moves the whole freaking chassis. And that's it. And then you just put this strap back and you're good to go. So I just wanted to quickly show the finished product here. So there it is, fully mounted up. And then the handbrake, fully functional with the Playseat Challenge. The wire runs across the top. And it doesn't get in the way. Still bolts in just like normal. If your plate is too long, you could trim that right there. It doesn't bother me though.